Hi there. I don't know about you, but when I was growing up, my family prayed a lot. We prayed before every meal, we prayed before bedtime, and we would pray every time we got in the car to go off on a long trip. My mom would pray, because Dad was driving, couldn't close his eyes. Mom would pray that God would protect us as we would drive to Myrtle Beach for summer vacation, or as we drive to Ohio to see Uncle Jim and Aunt Neelma. As I sat in the back of that Chevy Impala, my little 8-year-old theological mind would wander and wonder as we drove through the beautiful hills of my beloved West Virginia. Exactly how does that protection prayer work? Does God send some kind of a magic bubble down over the Samples car that follows us everywhere around? But years later, when my mom was diagnosed with cancer, my 20-year-old brain was trying to figure out how to pray prayers for my dying mother. Do I boldly go before the throne of grace and ask God to heal her completely, or do I quietly surrender to God's will, which probably means that this is the last time I'm going to see Mom while she's still alive? Well, now, as interesting as it would be to tackle the problem of evil, or why do bad things happen to good people, that's not on today's docket. We'll get to that someday. That'll be fun to talk about. What I'm really wanting to do today and for the next few weeks is to talk about our attitudes, about how we deal with the storms of life as they come on us, whether, 2 or 3 things or 4 or 5 things, 8 or 10. How do we handle all of that with everything happening in our lives? Is there a way that we can set our attitude, to set our mind so that we hold steady, or are we just at the whim of the chaotic winds of the up and down days of life? Can we choose our attitude? Well, I want to talk about that for the next few weeks, and I'd love to have a two-way conversation going. Last week I did a little bit of introduction to this whole thing and thought I was ready to jump into decision number 1 today. I want to take one more lap around the conversation to talk about an area of misunderstanding that I want to clear that up before we get going. So, according to my understanding of the Bible and Christianity, being a Christian does not give us some kind of magical bubble that protects us from all of the evils of our world. Can I say that again? Being a Christian does not give us some kind of magical bubble that protects us from all of the evils of our world. As Christians, we are going to face trials and struggles just like everybody else is. And so as you walk with me through the next few weeks, I want to make sure you hear me carefully. I am not trying to say that all you need to do is to accept Jesus as your personal Savior and everything will be okay. That's not what I believe. I do believe that there are some decisions we can make that help hold our life centered, but trust Jesus and everything will be hunky-dory is not one of them. So I look forward to these next few weeks. A thanks to those of you who responded to me, especially even last night here on campus. I'd love to hear from you. You've got my email address. You've got my prayer request form that you can communicate with me. I'd love to hear from you. God bless. My prayers are with you.